RF overprints of stamps of France were done in many different versions in 1944 in various parts of the country. They were done at local facilities with and without permission of the higher authorities. Certainly an interesting collecting area. And here we have several examples, also in red, RF, République Française, or Republic of France. Very interesting. I don't have complete reference to all of the different versions that were done. Also very interesting, French parcel post stamps. Some of these and others can have a pretty good price tag. So also very interesting area to collect. The Austria Field Post high denomination is imperf, without gum, and in a different color. At this point, I do not have a reference that would explain this particular item. Also, the Luxembourg stamp as an imperf of a 1931 airmail stamp is a puzzle to me. I also have no reference to that in various different catalogs and no mention of it whatsoever. If any one of you can help me out on these two puzzles, I would certainly appreciate it very, very much. Thank you. Do any of you collect German inflation stamps or covers of the early 1920s? If so, you should probably watch the following. I want to show you and encourage your awareness to two of numerous interesting recent eBay lots that don't seem to be scrutinized by eBay. This Mass Frank cover appears to look okay. Taking a closer look reveals a consistent cancel device defect, and that is right here, here, very consistent on every single cancel. Typically, such cancellers were discarded. It is the top, again here, horizontal line of the bridge that has the defect, very pronounced. This cancel actually is referred to as a bridge cancel of the type Form 3. Here we have a reference book that I use. It's in regards to all German inflation cancels that were faked. And there are many, many, many in this book. I don't even know how many. There's, I think, 83 some odd pages. And you can see on the right page and how many there are depicted, all by city name and so on. And then also they identify the cancel forms 1 through 5 that were predominant at that particular time. In any event, the previous cancel defect, in my opinion, raised a red flag. Then I decided to check my fake cancel book, which deals exclusively for this inflation material. This book I highly recommend. It saved me much more than it costs. There are also maybe a newer version available, since this one is from 2001. Basically, let me show you how this works. Okay, on the bottom we have the city of Berlin, which is also in the top part of the cancel. Berlin with an N behind it, which stands for north. Secondly, in the lower part on the left is a star, very blurred, but it is there and there. And in the middle, the number 54. Here, here, here. Very blurred, but still readable. And in the lower part, on the right, the letter, a small G. At least that's the way I see it. This one being probably the best example, and maybe this one over here. And finally, it is of the Form 3 type cancel. At least to the best of my ability, this is what I come up with. Therefore, fully satisfied, I would not buy such a cover. The closing price could have purchased 2 such cancel books, as I mentioned previously. This cover looks definitely impressive and may have the potential for very high catalog value by possible better color and attached margins. If so, the cover sold for a bargain price. But here too, we have again a defective cancel device. This was the end result of the auction, $112. Okay. This one has on the bottom bar on the right a break of the bridge, and it does have that on every one, as in the example of the other cover prior to this. And the cancel in itself is not completely readable. It might be tempting to bid. In this case, it would be a $100 gamble, but not for this guy. Too many things are wrong or not identifiable. I suggest this is not an item to purchase. But it's only my opinion, and that is my own belief. So it's up to you, but I would recommend against it. Anyways, I hope this video was of some use to you, and hope also that you might give me a thumbs up and perhaps click on my subscribe button. I would certainly appreciate it. In concluding, I would say, even if it looks good, as I hear all too often, it may not be. Check your item in question closely. Have sufficient reference material, and spend your money wisely. When I say this to you, I also say it to myself. Thank you. My channel, Stamps, Space, My Fun Things. Thank you so very much again. Stay healthy.